What's up guys, Snooter here with the Awesome Nerd Show, bringing you our new series called My Morphin Collection. Now today we're going to start out with the Megazord from the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Season 1. Now this is the Megazord, Dino Megazord, whatever you prefer to call it. Of course this is it in its Megazord form. Now before we go on to morphing it and reviewing it and stuff, I do want to show we do have the older version. Now this isn't the original, this is the 2010 anniversary edition, of course, where all the parts and everything are plastic, so not as great of shape and condition, but I do like the look of it overall. A lot better. There are things they changed between the two versions. Obviously the metal makes it nice. It's a lot sturdier and stronger compared to the plastic that kind of like bends and is flimsy and stuff. But yet they changed some of the coloring, like on the heads, as you can see, and some of the sticker colors and everything. And I do have to say, this new one that I got this year came with the stickers already on it. Now I don't think they did a good job on the stickers as I believe I did on this version when I put them on myself, but you don't really get to choose that part of it. So we will start doing the morphing on this Zord. Now what I'll start is I'll switch them all into their dinosaurs forms, and then we'll transform them all back. So if we can get it all apart here. And of course I'll go step by step through this of how you would transform them into their animals and then back into the Zord forms. So let's kind of push all these out of the way first, and we'll start with the Mastodon. So this is usually how, if you take it apart, which if you do get this newer version, it does come in the box already put together like this. So this is how you will do it. You'll start by clamping these parts shut, ends, like, of course you have to turn them so they line up, and you'll just push them down and they'll lock into a little thing down in here, and so you'll kind of get that. Then you'll push these down on each side, so then you'll have a form sort of like this, and then you'll take the back legs here, push down on the hands, and they'll rotate around, and then you'll push that part down, rotate around, and then pull down a little bit, and then can finish pushing those down. So there you have the body of the Mastodon. And then of course you take the head, the shield from the Megazord, and it has this little handle thing, and you'll just make sure you push that down in there, and then you'll take it and put it into the little slots. Of course there's the little pegs on the back of the head that it pops into. So there you have, of course with crooked feet, the Mastodon. So let's sit him back over there. Next we'll do the Triceratops. Of course this one's pretty simple. It comes in the form like this, and these are super easy. You just pull the head down till it's straight, and then you flip the little tail part back like that, and that's all there is to the Triceratops. And the same thing pretty much goes for the Sabertooth tiger as well. Again, it comes in this form, and you'll just push the head down, and then you'll do the legs, put each of those down like that. Now this one though has the back legs too, you'll have to pull out, so it's got a really wide form there. And then of course the tail, just like the Triceratops, that folds down, and there's the Sabertooth tiger. Next is the Pterodactyl. So again, comes in this form, and so this is another super easy one. You just fold these wings out, and then you lift the head up, and like that. So there you have the Pterodactyl. And then of course last but not least is the Tyrannosaurus Rex. It comes in a similar form like this. You have to pop this out to release the Mastodon part, but it comes in a form similar to this. So we'll go ahead and start with the legs. So you'll just pull the leg parts down like that. Then you'll kind of want to push them forward at least like one pop. Pull these little arms down, you open the chest and it reveals the Tyrannosaurus head in there. Then of course fold the tail down and it does lock into place. It's hard to kind of see, but it does lock into place in there. Okay, then you'll fold the I guess horn pieces, ears, whatever you want to call them, fold those back into a form like that, and then you'll pull the T-Rex head out and just kind of put it over the top so it kind of fits into the little spot there. Then close that, and there you have the Tyrannosaurus Rex. So there is all of the pieces of the Dino Megazord. Now we will of course put them all back together into one. So, and of course we'll do their carrier mode in the in-between step as well during this. So of course, again, you always start with the Tyrannosaurus, as it is the main part of the whole body. So with this, you will again fold the arms up. This is pretty much all you do with that. And then you'll want to push these feet, I think just up like that a little. Just kind of pop them in one more and make sure the feet are back like that. So it stands kind of like that, because that's the way you'll want it. And you'll just leave everything else the way it is for now. Then you will take the Mastodon. Of course, pop its head off. And then you just set that to the side. I always start by taking these two, popping them apart to get everything separated. Then you'll fold the arms down, pull out the little shoulder pad things till they're pretty much straight out. Then you'll finish doing the arms, and you'll still leave the feet part sticking out for this. So you'll still want these, and so you'll widen that. Then you'll take it and you'll pop it onto the back. There's of course like the little pegs here and stuff, and then the holes on the back of the T-Rex, and you'll pop them into there so that they're on like that. Then of course you fold the arms down till they pop in, and then you'll just push these out like this. Yeah, just want to make sure I'm doing this for sure correctly. Okay, and then you will take the head of the Mastodon, fold out the little hand holding part, and you'll stick it into this hole right here on the T-Rex. So it's kind of like a chest plate almost on it. So you have this form now. Then you will take the Triceratops, and of course you'll want to fold the tail in, leave the head down like this for now, and then you'll pop it onto the left leg, and so you have this sort of form. And then you take the Sabertooth tiger and you fold its back legs forward so it looks like it has little wheels, and then its tail forward, and then you just kind of fold these up a little bit just so it's kind of flat here on the bottom. And then you'll put this on its right leg like this, and so there you have this form as of now. Then of course you take the pterodactyl, you just fold its head down a little bit, leave its wings out still and stuff, and it pops onto the back in between. It's got these little clip like things here on the sides, and they just clip in between the feet of the Mastodon on the back like that. So there you have like the transport mode type thing like you see at the beginning of the show when it's rolling across. Of course though, to finish it off completely, you just pull the arms up a little bit, and then it comes with these little gun things that you can stick onto it. So you just pop these into the feet. Not sure if there's a certain way that they go, but I just always do it sideways so the kind of detailed parts are sticking outward, and so now it looks like it has guns. And so as you probably recognize if you obviously watched the show, that at the beginning it does have the part where it rolls across like this in the opening. So that is in what I would call the transporter carrier mode for the Dinozord. From here you can then transform it into the actual Megazord. So obviously you just pull the Mastodon's head off of the chest, if I can get it out of here, and then obviously just set that to the side, and you take the Pterodactyl off, set that to the side. So from here you'll fold the legs down till they're straight down, and of course you'll want to pop this part back in farther because it will like stick out like that or whatever from what you have. So you want to pop that in and make sure they're sticking straight up and down. Again, do the same with this side, pop that in straight up and down. Of course you want to undo the tail at this point too, and if you fold this up, it will has this little part that will stick into the back of the Mastodon's body to help kind of lock it in there. So you have kind of like this, and then you'll take the head, fold it forward, and of course both of the legs on the Sabertooth, and then the head on the Triceratops, and there you have the feet. Then for the arms, you will pop them down, pull off these little gun parts, then you'll fold the hands around, and you just kind of like pull this out a little bit so they stick in there, and then so there you have that. Then of course you pull the chest out on the Tyrannosaurus, take the head, and you just kind of push it down in there till it goes in. You shut the front, pull each of the little horns on its head over to the side so it's like that. Then you take the Pterodactyl, and you always want to start out by folding the head inward and down, and then the wings, because if you do the opposite, the wings get in the way of the head folding down, and it kind of gets in the way and stuff. So it's always nice to do the head first, then the wings. And then of course you take this and you just pop it onto the front in the little peg holes, and it is on the front now. And then of course finally you take the Mastodon head, put it in its left hand, and then of course the sword, stick it in the right. And of course you then also have these two peg pieces left over, and I always like to flip it around and stick them into the back of the Mastodon's feet, just so they're always with it and I do not lose these. Because as of right now, for the older Megazord, I do not have the feet. I still have them, they're just in a box somewhere and I don't know exactly where it is, but I know I do have them around. So that'll be it for this Megazord. Be sure to obviously check out our other videos. I have about 20 Zords altogether so far that I'll be doing videos on, of how to transform them and everything. And I will, like for this one, post the link. I got this off Entertainment Earth. I believe Toys R Us has it up again. So I'll post the links to that. This was about $60 for the metal version. Of course, the older one from 2010, it was probably in the $25 to $30 range, but obviously they don't make that anymore. And if you find it online on like Amazon or something, it's like $200 some now in the box. So even though it's a lot cheaper, quality wise and stuff, in the way at the time it was available, now of course it's gone in price like all the Zords have from Power Rangers. And as with each episode, I'll post any additional information I have, and obviously there will be a few down the line that I have some additional stuff that I've done to the Zords, so I'll kind of tell you step by step what I did through that and show the products I used and everything on them. So that's it for today. Please like, subscribe, comment, and be sure to check out our other videos.